Grand Rising. What's up? My buddy Bo.
Yo.
I met Bo at a Halloween party last year somewhere up in the hills. The theme was Scarface A Miami. Bo was one of those guys where I knew I was like, yeah, we have work to do.
Pre-run. We're gonna shoot some content today. Meet up some friends and we got some other real cool stuff cooking. So come along, see what's good. Because there's almost like this I don't even like the word trend, but there's definitely more of an appeal now, I think, to the unpolished, raw content, because I think it's harder and harder for people to relate to stuff now because it's just more of like a facade in front of it.
Yeah, and nothing's put on to get like the image across, so you do get that bit more of the authentic person themselves.
It's more relatable too because we all fuck up, and, you know, right?
Yeah,
We're all
right.
human.
That's exactly right.
So we get into this run?
Yeah,
Let's do it. How good. Does it get much better than this, right? Not a bad way to start the morning.
The other day.
Yeah, I could think of worse ways to start the day. Another beautiful day in Byron Bay. Look at that. Woo! Livin. Alright, so today, as I said, we've got an awesome day planned. We're gonna be filming content, videos, and should we let them know what we're doing later on, or we just keep it a surprise? You can wait, keep it a surprise. Watch the end of the video and you'll find out. I was just sharing with Bo about my my good buddy Jay. This is kind of the origin story between us. Met each other in graphic design school, and then from there he was already cooking on this thing called Ozshot magazine. It was like a feature page for photographers, and it started out as that, and it actually ended up being a magazine. It was like a community-based photography magazine for underrated photographers, so like people just starting out, right?
Yeah, okay.
And
So a place to share their work more or less and give them a shot at
And-
like being seen, or like a platform in that sense.
yeah, and it was all tailored to like the underdogs. Yeah, that's mad. It was all tailored to the underdogs, and just the people just starting, but you could see like they're like on the way to something cool. As soon as I finished school, he asked me, he got me on the team, and I joined it. I shot with him,
Yeah.
and I was working
So
with
how
graphic
old were you
design.
then?
Well,
Good morning.
18.
Morning.
Yeah, I see 18.
Yeah,
Sick.
and I was already straight into it, you know, and we've been working on businesses. We worked on Ozshot for like 3 years. Worked with Canada, we had Canada Australia knocking on our door, working with like the Brisbane Tourism Board. And yeah, we've worked on just heaps of projects together, man, like NFT projects, clothing projects. The amount of like businesses that we almost started and then
No fluoride here.
Also you.
See you next time.
Looks amazing. You'll have to forgive me, I didn't formally introduce you to Georgia on the left here, manager at Deus in Byron Bay, and Morgan, social media mogul and partner to Bo. We just hung out, had a coffee, chat business and life, all cool stuff. After that, we hit the road, head to the studio, aka Morgan's joint, to record a podcast. Alright, syncing audio.
Now, Northern Rivers is prided for their farmers markets. Can you tell me a bit about like what people actually consume around here in comparison to what's classed as normal in the everyday world, as in like what's programmed as normal?
Dude. So here we go. I could talk about this at length. 95% of the food in our major supermarkets are garbage and not real food and poison. So
literally
poison. They're your food shouldn't have a list of ingredients. They are ingredients, you know. And half of them you can't even fucking pronounce either. So it just makes you wonder. It's like, I remember when mum always used to tell me, like when I was little, she's like, don't take drugs because you may as well just go under the kitchen sink and drink whatever's under there. And it's kind of like what we're doing with fucking like fruity roll-ups and fucking like chocolate, fruity, spazzy, wazzy ice creams, and like just we've been programmed and told that we like need like 50 different flavors for an iced coffee or some shit, you know, like, and obviously that's all just for profit. And I think a lot of people are kind of waking up to that now. But yeah, farmers markets for the most part is all real food, really, like whole foods. If you're eating meat, it's like organic, grass-fed, regeneratively farmed. Usually the cows are also like being cared for in a different way too. They're usually out living like good lives and cared for. Like one of my friends who I used to work with, she lives on one of the farms, and she says those cows are some of the happiest cows, just frolicking around. You know, they live a good life. And then this might be a little taboo, but you know, like in regards to meat, if you're a meat eater or not, or you have some contention around it, I think there's something beautiful about having a cow that lives an entire life being cared for and loved, and then it actually gets to support your family and your friends to continue forward. Some people may not agree with me on that, but you know. But then onwards with that, like, yeah, organic vegetables, not sprayed with pesticides, which fuck up your endocrine system, your hormones, your microbiome, I think it's your microbiome first, which then affects the hormones and the endocrine system. And the endocrine system produces your hormones. Once your hormones are fucked up, you're not producing as much testosterone as males too. We got a big problem with that. Everyone's dick's getting smaller. Dude, that's a whole other podcast. Yeah, so shout out to Whole Foods.
Yeah,
how good.
Literally. And I'll tailor onto that. So it's beautiful to see the food options that are chosen in the Northern Rivers. So you're forever seeing little stores out the front of these rural properties, like just a little bit inland, with Happy Organics open. And it's where kids will go out and wait for a bus, and it's full of honey or greens.
Dude,
or
on the way here, there's like the garlic, like you see like just anything.
You could do a shop nearly if you just went for a drive.
If you know where to go, yeah.
100. And then, yeah, again, you're supporting local families that put love into actually just wanting to grow the food. And so you have the markets as well, but you've got endless opportunities to eat well here. And then a beautiful sight to see at the markets is the food choices made there. So what I mean in saying that is, where I grew up, a normal breakfast is a cereal, a bowl of cereal.
Weebix.
Yeah, that's a better option. But like we can get into the ones that are full of sugar, and that's normal for a young kid to start their day off, which is purely full of sugar and shit. Really, you go to a markets here, and kids are running around with no shoes and long blonde hair, and they are begging their parents for a thing of blueberries or
Yeah.
some like a banana, or and you're forever seeing that. It's not a one-off thing. So it's like they actually understand it, and they get it's not normal to eat cereal and that, like it's portrayed to be.
Yeah, bro. It's a beautiful thing. I like seeing the kids, and I'm like just being kids as well. I think one thing I've noticed in this area as well is like the kids are so switched on because they I think the parents allow them to be kids. You know, like
And the community allows them to be kids. I find it extends further because
totally.
what you're saying, bang on. The parents are more aware. They're parenting in a style which is beautiful. These kids are being kids. For example of that, when I lived in Lennox, it was a road off the bowling club, and there's a house there across the road, and the kids played on the road every day. If that was in Sydney and kids are playing on the road in front of a licensed venue, it would be an issue.
True.
But no one ever made it an issue. It was beautiful to see. These kids were making bike jumps, and it was what you should do as kids.
Being kids.
And everyone, the community, like allowed it. It
Yeah.
was normal to see them kids on the road in front of a licensed venue while the people are in there drinking, but it wasn't unsafe. Like, we got it. Let the kids be kids.
If you're out there hustling, it's important to keep your mind sharp and your soul full. Sometimes that means a 6 a.m. run in a thunderstorm. The secret of life is to die before you die, only to find that there is no death. To all who dream of paradise. Nobody is going anywhere. Nobody's coming from anywhere. We're all here, in eternal time and space. We're always going to be here, doing the Rasa Lila, the divine dance we're dancing, and dancing and dancing and dance after dance, and one body and another body, and we're all here. We're all staying right here. But I'm only human, so
My door handle broke
I forget that every now and again.
today.
That's the fun of it.
So
It's the second time in the past 6 months this has happened. Mind you.
alright. Post sauna. Got a chip on my shoulder.
Here. I've had enough. I've been doing this for a long time. Since I left high school, I went straight into entrepreneurship, starting businesses. Yeah, it's been 8 years I've been at this game. I've been at this shit for a long time. I've earned some stripes. And motherfuckers still ain't taking me seriously. But I haven't even been taking myself seriously as well. And looking back, there's been pivotal moments where I say, enough is enough. Hey bro, it's time. Quit playing. There's no dice on the table. Because we ain't fucking playing games. I've had it. No more. And this ain't even on some like victim mentality shit either. I have standards.
You want to fight me? For her?
No. I want to fight you for me.
Eddie Brain.
The power of self-respect.
Of what I want my life to be. And that's because I want to help people. I'm for the people. I'm not gonna fucking wear the dress. I'm not gonna sell my soul. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna stick to my roots. I'm gonna help the people. Help help my friends and family, help my communities, try and make the place better. It's what everyone wants to do. Everyone wants to change the world. Everyone wants to do this stuff. It's the money. We can't. We don't have the time. We don't have the mental energy. We don't have the emotional space to do it because we're so engrossed making money for other people. Big corporations that have monopolized the whole industry, creating massive wealth gaps, leaving the people at the bottom for fucking scraps. No wonder people are so fucking depressed. I don't blame people for being hopeless. You know? Like, fuck. I don't blame them. I was lucky. My parents told me I could do anything. They said that I could change the world if I wanted to. I could do anything I wanted. The biggest fucking blessing I ever got. My parents and my gran. They believed in me, in my art, and my message, and what I wanted to do. Why I'm so passionate about this shit. People think I'm so serious. We're at fucking war here. They're trying to take every last good thing from us. And then it's going to be too late. We have to fucking stand up. Something has to change. So, as I always do, my best drop-ins come in the sauna. Some of my best ideas. I'm sitting there and it's just like I literally have to start bringing notebooks in because it's ridiculous. I try to go into the sauna to relax and meditate, but I literally can't. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I now know what this podcast, what this vlog is. Podcast, you'll have to wait a little bit for that. I know what this vlog is now. It's the road to $1 million. I'm going to document it. I'm going to show you the day in, the day outs, the failures, the fuck ups, the trials, the tribulations, the successes, the wins, the laughs, the cries, all of it. I'm going to show you my road to success. I know this has been a really discombobulated vlog. The first one, a lot's happened in this time. This is my life. This is what I do. Day in, day out, making it happen. So I'm going to try and create a bit more structure with this, but it's been pretty wild. I did a marathon with my father and fucked myself up pretty good. I was on the trail bike and just came in too hot down the hill, went over the handlebars and hit my head pretty good, sprained my wrist, got some pretty good road pizza. And yeah, I was like out. I couldn't drive for like a week, so I was stuck in Brisbane. I had to go to the emergency room, all this shit. And it was like just another one of those reminders to just like, back in the game, bro. You're off path. You're out of alignment. And God likes to show me when I'm not. Like, he's like, okay, you serious? You care that much? Well, bro, I'm gonna show you when you're off your path. But these little messages from God just validates me more and more that I'm here for something bigger. I gotta stay on my path. So anyway, it's enough from me. That concludes vlog number 1. Hope you enjoyed. Please give this some love. These videos take a lot of time out of my schedule. I'm still hustling. I'm landscaping at the moment. I'm still doing art projects on the side, you know, to keep the lights on. So please give this some support, some love. Like this, share this, comment below. Do all the things to help your homie out. And yeah, like, honestly, if you resonate with what I do, if you're an artist, you're doing cool stuff, you want to reach out, my art house, Alchemy, is doing creative projects in this stuff, trying to better the planet. Food, water, homes, they're the spaces I want to work in. I'm just waiting. This stuff requires a lot of money and patience and finding the right people. So I've been chipping away at it, you know, day after day. And it's been a long time. It's been a journey, but I believe in it. and I hope you do too. So if you do, reach out, give us some love. Much peace, much love, deuces. Hey bro.